what's going on? What's going on, everybody? Keely Norn, no. We just wanted to hop on here.
My mom just texted me. Happy Thursday. I love you. Have a great day. Kiss your wife when you see her for me. She's the coolest mom in the world.
That's cute.
I'm gonna text her back right quick.
Tell her, say what up. Hop on the live. Josh's mom's the shit. She's a sweetheart. Boom. Save a leg. Save a leg. Yo. Coolio. So, yeah. Just wanted to hop on here, talk about some numbers real quick, talk about some praises and say good morning. Talk real quick. How's your morning going while I share this into a couple groupies.
Nice. Yeah, no, my morning's starting off just right.
That's so funny. Sorry, not that. I had a typo on the post.
Anyway. Yeah, no, this morning was great. Last night my oldest her birthday's coming up, so she's been needing a new phone. Yeah, she's on that like iPhone 8 status with the home button. So we kind of bought her a new phone.
Director of acquisitions.
Bought her a new phone, got her the new iPhone, so she is super stoked. She got the pink one with the clear case. But yeah, so last night that was the highlight.
I bet. Did she cry?
She was screaming, just straight screaming.
So cute.
It's crazy, the little things that
make kids go nuts
nowadays, right? Like for me, I was happy, as a kid getting like a Dragon Ball Z toy.
Yeah.
Now, like, it's not the bar is always set.
The bar is set.
The
for
phone,
sure.
It's like $800 phone. Now we got to top it next year. Anyway,
100%.
But it was good, man. Foggy.
It is a foggy morning. How was the drive? He has an hour-long drive to the office every morning. Not crazy.
No, it's commitment. Honestly, like if I didn't come to the office, work wouldn't get done at home.
There's a lot of people that are opposite than that.
Yeah, not me. I thrive off of other people's energy. So if I'm at home and I can get away with just like cold calling in my boxers, I'll sit on the couch. I'll turn on a movie. I'll just sit there and do nothing. I won't be as productive. Me too. There's some hobbies that I got that will take me away from the work all day, bro, and I'll be stuck. Well, it's tough for you now. I mean, to hit your numbers now.
Yeah.
I mean, you're training for a fight like twice a day.
Yeah.
Making contact.
Yeah.
Hitting the gym.
Yeah. Building the team.
Traveling to these projects that we're taking on. It's just insane amount of time,
dude. Yeah, my man.
Coming on.
Give me some, dog.
Yeah.
What's happening? Honestly, dude, I was literally just talking to Joe about that the other night and how crazy it is, and then like he reminded me of like Joe King, because I was like talking to him about Joe King. Joe King's the president of Coldwell Banker, for like Midwest.
I honestly thought of Tiger King when you said Joe King, because his name's Joe Exotic, and I put Tiger King and Joe together.
That's hilarious. Yeah. I've been talking to the Tiger King.
Free Joe Exotic.
For real. No. But yeah, because he oversees like so much, bro, and like he still on like. I asked if it was actually him on his social media or him on his phone, and it is, bro.
He runs his own platform?
Yeah. No VA, no nothing. And I'm just like, I'm a small town. I'm a small fish compared to what he's doing, and I'm like, bro, this shit's a
Teach
lot.
me your way.
Yeah. How do you got time and energy to do that? It's a lot because this is a lot. I ain't even gonna front. Like I would feel like most people would say this is a lot.
You know what's funny? This is completely nothing to do with what you were saying,
I
but
can
it
sound
has
good.
to do with the topic of let's talk about numbers here. So yesterday, I kind of oversee all the acts,
Yeah,
and
you do. You kind of. I mean, he is the director of acquisitions, and he does oversee all of our act for Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Texas. So I mean, kind of.
yeah. Well, anyway, so I'm watching the KPIs, and
Yeah.
I see that Dylan's straight killing it.
Yeah.
Teresa's killing it. Anton's killing it, and then I look at my numbers, and I'm like shit, I am like low. I am low. My talk time is crazy high, but I had like 12 calls and everyone else was at like 60. And this was at like 10 o'clock. Right. So right after the meeting, they're already hitting it.
Hammer time.
And I'm all right, now I got to keep up. So come like 2 o'clock, I see that Anton's at like 110. I'm at 90. So I kind of caught, I'm back in the race. Dylan's at like 150, and I'm just like, I'll catch him eventually. But Anton and I's talk time, we're neck and neck by like 13 seconds, battling back and forth for who has the highest talk time. And it was like we went all day, and
You had to fix it a little bit.
I left early.
Oh, here, actually, you can come sit on this one. Oh.
I left early, and I don't encourage this at all, but I was cold calling driving home. Just I set up my hotspot and put my laptop on.
He does it, dude. He does this all the time. So so what he was just talking about is he was saying that he watches your guys' fucking numbers throughout the day, and then when he sees you guys are high, then he'll fucking quick hop on the dialer and try to catch up.
Yeah, so I'll try to stay in the game. But yeah, so Anton and I were fighting for first place for talk time.
How much talk time did you guys have?
When it was all said and done, he had. So I checked it at like 6 o'clock, and I had an appointment call at like 6:15, and he was up by like 8 minutes. Okay. And I was like, with my appointment, I'm gonna get this 8 minutes, and I'm just gonna beat him. He's done for the day. And I make the call was like 30 minutes. I was like, yeah, I don't even need to check. I check my time because I need the reassurance. And came out. I was 4 hours 11 minutes on the dialer yesterday. Oh, damn. Yeah, and Anton was at like 3:58, and then I woke up this morning and I was doing our meeting stuff so we can check our KPIs.
Dude, bro was 4 hours on the.
Get this, that guy. I check it. He's at 4 hours 19 minutes. He got a phone call that lasted 20-30 minutes to get 8 minutes above me. Bro. The most
probably called love to you.
He comes into the office this morning giggling into my office.
Did he?
Yeah, he's like,
oh, see, that's the culture that we all got here, bro. They be competition too much.
Hey, get over
there. Yo, come over here smiling. So tell me about what happened. How did you end the day with the most talk time?
Well, it was just
that back a little bit and then move. Let's hear it.
It was just a matter of looking at the leaderboards and not stopping until I won. Like that's all it was. Like I'll just not leave here until it's what needs to be done is done.
That's fair enough, though.
I mean, I literally look at every day on the dialer is like going to war. Like it's not like I'm just talking to people. Like it's fair like enough. It's battle. Like
it was good. We had a good run. I don't know if anybody can.
How many opportunities?
I had, I think, 2 new ones.
Okay, that's good though. I mean, how many relationships? Because I mean, 4 hours.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time. I've been really liking helping wholesalers. Like kind of just. I was working on rebuttals and stuff with a wholesaler. Like he would call the agent. He's also doing agent outreach. He's an Astro student, and he would basically say, he would hear no and get froze and say, okay, have a good day.
Okay.
And I was just giving him ways to not take no for an answer and find open-ended questions to keep on pushing and keep on, not in a weird pushy way, but in a curious and in an informative way.
For sure, 100%. Who's the Astros student, if you don't mind me?
The name is Mario. He's in Michigan.
Sick. That's
He's
sick.
a beast. Yeah, he's already got a deal done.
Okay.
So he knows how to do it. Now it's just like,
Cool.
how can we help streamline the process and get more and more and more.
Take it to the next level now.
He's working on some PPC leads for me to start like going to like appointments in Minnesota is what he wants to do, and then I just
tell him what PPC means.
Pay per click. Yeah. So and he's found a way to like an app where you bid on like the lead, and so if you just bid the highest amount of money, you get the lead. And
it goes throughout monthly though. But when those people run out of money though, at the end of the because they'll pay. Here, this is a little tip. Tons of people will like pay a shit ton of money in the beginning of the month because they want the click, But by the end of the month, like their dollar is going down. So like by the end of the month, their clicks are all used up, and so like the bottom guy gets fed. So like me and Joe utilized that a lot, where we would still put money into it, but like we knew we would miss the hardcore people that are paying like a shit ton of money for these leads or clicks. But then throughout the end of the month, we'll start getting it. But like through like our team and our negotiations, we could convert those better than most.
So what you're saying is, anybody who gets a PPC, just let us help them convert it.
Might as well.
Might as well. There's just strategic ways, and just let me throw all my fucking money into this, like don't throw all your eggs into one basket, because like those websites can fucking get expensive. That's what I'm saying. So like, and then like that's you're gonna invest all your money into one source of outcome, where you could pay like a little bit here and still get a little bit there while you're doing here. There's have your more tools. I'd rather have more tools with consistency of all those tools going, where they'll develop than just,
especially like doing a JV with you by like bringing a lead to you or to our team. It's like you can just learn the way at first and then take it from there. Like there's things that we're still looking at expanding into, where we need to find someone else to teach us the ropes, and then we dominate, right? So there's no reason why you can't just reach out, learn the ways that have worked for someone else, and just emulate and even improve. You can see there might be ways that I'm doing something that's not the right way or the best, most efficient way that you could see, and then just maybe even help me. Maybe I could learn something from you if you reach out. So
totally. I mean, that's the best part of the game.
Yeah.
It's always learning more tools, how to grow. And then what up, Joe? Froze. Josh over there. Can't stand him.
He's waiting.
Hey, Joe!
But like, I think that's the coolest thing about the team, is that we're constantly growing, trying to add more tools to the tool belt. I mean, we do traditional, we do wholesale, we do fix and flip, we do short-term, long-term rentals. We're getting into, we're going to start taking down our own Airbnbs, like building our own portfolios. Like there's so many options that we can provide for the seller, and then buyers as well. And then it's just crazy. It's crazy. This game is absolutely crazy. So to be in a position here where we can, like you said, like hold somebody's hand basically through your first experience, teach you how like we've already been doing it, and then you can either add this to your tool belt or utilize us when you overcome the stuff. It's
yesterday on the phone with the wholesaler, he didn't even realize that you could, after they don't have any property that they know of, because that's what you're asking, like, hey, do you know of anything? Well, then ask if they have buyers. Like, okay, when you work with investment property, if you do, is it mostly with sellers or buyers? Where can I fit? Where can I help? That's all you're doing. And it shouldn't be you just attack, like, give me this. It's like, what are you doing and how can I help with investment property? Because we have multiple ways.
Be that missing puzzle piece.
100. I mean, at the end of the day, like our main job is just being a problem solver and figuring out how
That's
to
every
stop.
job. That's
Facts,
every job.
facts.
That's life.
But like that's just it. That's it, you know. And I think we fixate on too much things when, like, at the end of the day, let's just figure out how to solve this problem, and that usually ends in getting a deal across the finish line, building a meaningful relationship, creating some kind of connection to collaborate, endless. But it's ways where you're still scaling, you know. We got a couple questions. Well, we got Joseph saying good morning, Kaylee Norn. But then we got
What up,
Jeffrey. What markets are we in? We are in all of Minnesota, Wisconsin, Texas. You can still send us things in Florida. Pulling out of Florida. But yeah, really, you can send us things anywhere in those markets. And I mean, if you're just also need help connecting with somebody in a market that you are working, we're more than happy to connect you with a Keegley in those markets, or, you know, an investor that is doing business in those markets. But I wanted to talk really about this short period of time about numbers and how important numbers are. To me, numbers are super important, and what I mean by that is, like, when you're negotiating a deal, you know, like deals with agents, right? Like, to know, like, what's our MAO, what we can't go over, you know, how we can make the deal work, you know, instead of there's a lot of people just going out there just negotiating to get deals on contract, and then trying to sell them when, like, they're trying to move these deals at what the end buyers are going to actually buy them at. So actually knowing your numbers, but that comes through, you know, communication with, you know, either us or communication with buyers in your market, so you're understanding what price point that they're buying at. Because if you don't know what people are buying at, how do you know at what price to get your deals at? Because I mean, market's constantly changing, things are constantly changing, buyers are changing for whoever knows what reason. They might making a change in their business, and things are changing. So having that constant communication with them is a great way to make sure that your numbers are in the same ballpark, because at the end of the day, you want to be in the ballpark,
and you don't want to waste anybody's time.
Yeah.
You can burn the sellers bad. You think you're helping them by giving them a higher price. You're wasting their time, because you're locking up deals at a price that does not work for the buyers. And so you're locking up 2 weeks, whatever your inspection period is. You're wasting the seller's time, and you're hurting people.
Mm-hmm.
And you're ruining your reputation.
Exactly.
That's the biggest one, you know.
Don't overpromise and underdeliver.
That right there. That's huge, because I feel like a lot of young wholesalers right now are coming off making guarantees and making like promises on what they can perform, and just in this industry, you can't do that. Things, bro, anything can happen in this industry where a deal will fall apart, and like fuck, dude, like you just can't be going out there making those kind of guarantees. Working on getting my first deal, working the Virginia market right now. That's what's up. How's that going? Looking to connect with a Keegley. Oops, Keegley out there. What's it say?
Love to connect with a Keegley that works Virginia.
We can
market
move the
to
camera.
ensure my numbers are correct and have another dispo arm.
That's what's up. Let me quick check. What he say, Virginia?
Yeah. What's the inventory levels sitting at down there? They all right, or up here we're at 1.7 months of inventory in Minneapolis market. I heard this morning.
What's the big cities in Virginia? It depends what market he's in, for sure. Hopefully.
What cities are you working? I don't think we have the Keegley out there, to be honest.
I'm for him to open one.
Right. Virginia. Yeah, we don't have one in Virginia. That's crazy, bro.
So it's all the Keegleys.
Yeah, it got updated though, because that list. We'll talk more about that. Interesting. Yeah. I'm gonna talk with Nathan and Jacob to see if they know some people. Jacob's a super good dispo HUD that I always I don't know if he's working with it anymore, but he had what was that? I forgot what it's called, but it's a huge dispo HUD. He had like cartel mode. I forgot what it was. It was a good program. We were looking into it. DMV. Yeah, but he dispos everywhere.
Richmond. Richmond's where he's at.
That's what he said.
Richmond, Virginia.
Okay.
Jacob Simpson is great in the DMV.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
Sick. That's dope. Yeah, Jacob just released his own CRM.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Jacob.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty cool. Everybody's making these cool CRMs. Just trying to simplify the business more and more, for what they learned through it. But it's cool. But yeah.
It'd be cool to open up our numbers, like for the ACT team, so people can start to like try to compete with us. Someone could try to be
like KPIs?
Yeah, KPIs.
I mean, on the Slack there, like Keekly or that bot thing, it kind of shows the top numbers of each week for texting and calls.
Well, we want to do
you
want to do a KPI challenge and get people involved. We'll make some content for a KPI challenge, and we'll do a weekly KPI challenge for people who are gonna stay committed, with their KPIs. And winner gets like $10 to Starbucks or something. So I think Starbucks is probably the coffee that's everywhere.
Yeah, I think someone, maybe it's me, but someone during that competition is cool because someone will see like, oh shit, like I'm not doing anything. Like there's guys that are just like going harder than I thought was possible. Maybe I'll be just surprised, but
motivating.
I want to be surprised. I want to see someone who is just going to the point that I didn't think was humanly possible, and then beat them.
It's tough, like so KPIs for direct to agent, because so many people are just like scouring, listings and stuff, like because so many people are looking at or different markets can do, like a lot of people can take down properties that are listed. Minnesota, we just can't do that right now. So like a lot of these people, their outreach is a little different. They just look on the, Zillow or the MLS for properties that have been there 90 plus days and, call the agent, try to negotiate. Instead of just like, our setup is just, we have our OT1s, our OT2s, our follow-ups. We just hop on that, like, go.
True.
So like, it'll be, because I'll be honest, like I've seen a lot of KPIs in the Astro flipping group, and I'll like, respectfully, I said that I'm respectfully, like a lot of people are nowhere near our numbers.
I mean, it's got to come down to like how big a person's database is too.
That for sure, but at the same time, like Astro flipping and Keegley we can give you a list of every agent in whatever market you're in. But I mean, I see a lot of people say, like, I called 20 agents today and had 15 conversations, stuff like that, where I'm like, bro, like my guys are calling 150 people. We're trying to get like 4 to 5 hours on the phone. Like they're nowhere near. And then my team does that every day, not just like, oh, I'm in a competition now, I gotta do it. It's like, and like I said, like nothing shitting on anybody else. I don't know if they're part-time or full-time, like I love that people post their KPIs, but like I'll just say majority of the KPIs that I see are just very low numbers. Like I think they're just like somebody I was hearing on a live the other day, like they had a list of like 100 people, right? And they were saying that it'd take them like they'll to go through that in like 30 days.
I mean, respectfully,
how long would 100, a couple hours, an hour, 2 hours?
Yeah. Depending on how many people are picking up.
I get, right. But
2,
like,
3 hours.
you know what I mean? So it's tough,
respectfully too, if you're only doing 20 calls a day and you're doing this full time, it's like, what else are you doing with your time throughout the day?
Mm-hmm.
Well, and even if you're not full time, like I just saw the comment that still working 95, still working a 9 to 5, like that's cool, but just know you're competing against people who are doing this from like from dark to dark. So if you want to win, it's going to be just that much harder for you. Like it's just the truth. Like that's why I like to say it's war, because it is war. There's a certain amount of, especially right now with inventory, there's a certain amount of property that needs to be wholesaled. There's a certain amount of property that needs to be fixed and flipped. If you need to be the one to go help those people, like someone's going to get to it if you don't. So that's just what it is. If you're not, someone wants it more than you. That's what scares me. That's what scares me every day, that someone might want it more than me. And I have to be like, no, they don't. That's mine. That's how I look at it.
Yeah. 100%. That is like a very good way to look at it. I think it's a lot harder to have that mentality than, a lot of people say they have that mentality, like you're somebody, like you do.
It's simple, but it's hard. That's what it is. It's very hard,
have
but
to
it's
start
simple.
somewhere though, and like the main thing is you are taking action, and like the thing is you got to create that consistency that works for you. So you got that 9 to 5 right now. I created some KPIs for this Astro student a couple months ago. I got to refollow up with them and slacking on that, but created these KPIs with his like 9 to 5. Like he had time in the morning where he could get like 50 calls out. He had an opportunity at break to follow up a little bit, either a texting or something like that. And then when he's off work, he could like have a majority of his phone conversations, and he could do all of that every day. Granted, he's not hitting, 150 calls to 200 calls, but at the same time, he's created a structure that he can do every single day. And eventually that's going to pipeline up where he's going to make enough capital from that system where he can become full-time. Then where that's when the numbers will change, so it'll be like you said, like it'll be fun to do a KPI challenge. We are going to do that now. For people that have full-time jobs, people that have part-time jobs, because at the end of the day, it's about creating routine and consistency. And so send out texts at work if you can, 100%. A lot of these CRMs, I'm pretty sure Jacobs, it has it, like you can systematize it where like you have your lists already uploaded, and it'll be like, you send out 15 text messages every 15 minutes. Like here at Keighley North, I have everybody on our team send out 15 text messages every 15 minutes, just so we don't get flagged and so we don't get spammed. And you can create that where it's like that's on an automated system. That's an easy way to create consistency right there. Is your text will be on an automated system, and the main thing is you have to check the follow-ups and when you can schedule times to get on the phone, because at the end of the day, you're gonna create more headway by being on the phones. You want to talk to these agents, you want to get as much information as possible and like create that rapport. But it all comes down from really sitting down and creating that structure and routine that works for you until you can get to the goal that you have. But yeah, we're gonna make that. But we're gonna hop off. We got a meeting to all go to, but we'll hop on here later and we'll make some content and make that contest and drop that off.
All right. Peace.
Later, guys.
Sick.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's cool. Interesting. We'll definitely do that. But we'll hop on here later, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you. And we got a crazy day. Ooh. After the initial connection with the agent, what does your follow-up look like? Do you phone Follow up is always call, usually 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. It depends on how the relationship was, and if you guys hit it off, we talk a little more just to follow up, see how they're doing in business, yada yada yada. But usually following up every 2 to 3 weeks. But that just depends on the rapport that you built with each agent. But quite frequently. But yeah, we're gonna take off. I'm already late for this meeting. Sorry, guys. I'll be out of the office most of the day. We will hop on here later, though. I do know that. And we're gonna make this KPI challenge. I think this is super cool, and I think it's a good way to start holding people accountable with people that can do this full time and people that can do this part time. And like, this is definitely a great way for wholesale investors, and this is a great way just for agents in general, just because you can set KPIs in your own business that will help you scale your traditional side of business just as much. You want to learn more ways on that as well, definitely connect with us. We are Keegley North. We work with traditional sales, we work with wholesale sales, fix and flips, short-term, long-term rentals, land opportunities. Starting to take down our own Airbnbs, and yeah, but we're just trying to connect with everybody, and we'll talk to you soon. I'm getting yelled at.